I'd like to start on our backs again today. And as always, you can have your knees bent. I like resting mine against each other. You don't have to. You can start with them out or legs straight, whatever feels good to you, whatever feels restful. And if you're comfortable closing your eyes, I invite you to do that. Bring your awareness inward. And if your eyes are open, you can also bring your awareness inward. Maybe let your eyes slightly close and rest your attention in one spot. We'll all bring our awareness to our breath. Deliberately slowing it down, dragging it out. Filling your lungs from the belly to the chest. So the breath isn't just slow and long, it's also really full. It fills your whole body almost. It's putting in a little effort to expand the breath, especially into those parts where the breath feels tight and the body resists. We want to move the breath through the resistance. Open up the body. And then if your legs are straight, go ahead and bend them, feet on the ground, knees to the sky. And we'll just rock a little bit over to the left hip so that we can grab the right foot and pull it alongside the right hip. If you're able to do that with the top of your foot against the ground, do that. And then we're going to press down into the left foot to help us curl the tailbone up. And then if you can, bring the right hand to the right heel and press away from you. So that just gives you a little extra length. Maybe you feel it in the spine. Maybe you also feel it in the stretch of the leg. And then we'll take the left arm overhead. Just feel that nice openness of the body. Right knee to the left hand. Just imagine that you can breathe from that right knee to the left hand. Beautiful. Bring the left arm down. Release the right hand. And then bring that right foot onto the left knee. Flexing the foot at the ankle. And then lift the left leg. Bring your hands behind it. Flex the left foot. And then press the left foot toward the right foot. Let your chin come down toward your chest. Stay with that really deep, full breath, like almost like a flower opening on the inhale. Really let it go slowly, completely relaxing into it as you breathe out. And then release the right foot to the ground. Release the hands. And lean a little bit to the right so that you can grab your left foot and really try to place it as close to your left hip as you can. And then roll back and bring that left knee as close to the ground as you can. And then press into the right foot to tuck your tailbone under, getting that extra stretch. And then left hand to the left heel, pushing away from you. Right arm overhead. Filling the whole space of your body. Release the hands. Place that left ankle on the right knee, flexing the foot. And then hug that right leg in, flexing the right foot. Head down, pull the chin in toward the throat. Flex both feet, breathe in. Exhale, press the right foot toward the left foot. Breathing wide enough that you can almost feel it in the stretch, even though the stretch is in the hips. Now leave your legs the way they are. Just release your hands. And then we're going to place that right foot down on the ground, off out to the right side, and let the knees drop down to the left. And flex your right foot. And then normally flex means pull your toes toward your knee, which I am saying, but try to flex sideways too, curling the outer edge of the foot toward the knee. And then we'll bring the right arm overhead again. this is too intense on your knee or anything else, you're welcome to just have that left foot on the ground. Now, inch your upper body over to the left and reach your right arm over to the left. Feel that nice deep stretch up through the right hip and the right side. And then send your left arm straight out to the side. Roll over and rest your head on your arm. Release the left foot and grab the right foot behind you with your right hand. And kick the foot away from you. You can do something else with your left leg if that feels like it would serve you better. That's it. Kick back through the foot. Notice what that does to your breath. And release. Let's just rest for a moment here in seedling's pose. Integrating this side. Slowly make your way onto your back again. Both feet on the ground. Let's bring that right foot back onto the left knee. Step the left foot out and drop the knees down. So that left knee should be straight down from the left hip and the left foot straight out from the left knee. Flex your left foot, pulling the toes toward the knee, and then so you're kind of pressing your inner left ankle down toward the ground to help roll the outer edge of the foot up toward the knee. That's it. And left arm overhead. And then bring your upper body and head over to the right and reach your left arm over to the right. Such a nice, yummy, deep stretch. And get the most out of the stretch by really breathing in all the way. So you can feel how that tight space between the hip bone and the bottom rib can get more stretched when you really breathe deeply. And then send that right arm up, kind of next to your ear. Bring your left arm down, release your right foot. Roll onto your side, resting your head on your arm, reaching back for your left foot. And then kick back so you can pull that shoulder open. Breathe into your heart. And then just rest the leg down, rest the arm down. To the stillness of your body. Roll back onto your back. Hug the knees to the chest. Lift your forehead up to your knees and hug yourself into a nice tight ball. Can you feel the breath in your back body? And then rock yourself all the way up. Open the legs wide. And pull the flesh of your buttocks back behind your sit bones. And then roll the thighs in and down. Let's start with the hands behind us today. So we all get nice and tall and lifted and open in the chest. Taking some nice wide breaths. Feel the ribs expand, the heart lift. And then bring your hands as close to your body as possible. And then just lean a little bit forward. See how my chest is still quite lifted and extended. I'm not bending forward. I'm hinging forward from the hips and lifting my chest. And then if you can bring the hands in front. There's a danger of inviting you to bring the hands in front because then a lot of people just start to collapse in the chest. So if your hands are in front, one thing that you can do to make sure you're not collapsing in the chest is come onto the fingertips and then draw the fingertips toward you on the floor. And see how that kind of helps bring those back ribs forward and the chest up. That looks good. And then if you can go forward even more without losing that nice openness in the heart, go ahead and just maybe feel into the exhales. And just breathe in deep. And if there's any letting go that naturally can happen on the exhale, just surrender to it. If you get low enough and want to walk your hands forward more to continue that pulling in, that's fine. Or you can just let the hands be passive. So the key is to not to try to go forward, but really just take the deepest breath you can and allow the exhale to do its thing. And then slowly press yourself up. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale down to the left. Bring the left arm in front of the leg and press the back of the arm to the inside of the leg so that you can pull your left ribs under you so that you're really facing sideways, right arm overhead, gazing up. And again, letting the exhale release you into it. Inhale deep, exhale slow. And then on your next inhale, lift up, arms up, turn to face your left leg, and fold over it. See if you can drop that right shoulder down a little more. Keep your feet flexed. And you can make that really active so that you're maybe pressing your left calf down. I find that it helps propel my body longer if I also am super active in my right leg. Next inhale takes you up. Exhale down to the other side, bringing the arm in front of the leg and really giving yourself a little push there so that you can roll your ribs up and to the left. Reaching out through your left arm, out through your heels. And then inhale up, turn to face your right leg, fold over it, actively flexing your feet, pressing down and out through your heels. Let that left shoulder relax down, relax your head down. Maybe on the exhale, you draw your belly in toward your spine. One breath. Your next inhale, lift up, arms reach up. Exhale the hands to the outer legs and give them a hand coming forward. And then just kind of windshield wiper your feet a few times. And then circle the feet around the ankles. The other way. and relax. Cross the feet at the ankles to flip over onto hands and knees. Coming into a table position where the hands are right under the shoulders and the knees are right under the hips. And wherever your breath is, you're going to follow your own breath. On the exhale, we tuck the tailbone and round the back. On the inhale, we lift the tailbone and arch the back. Go at your own pace. And really see if the breath can be long and slow and smooth. And let the movement of the spine similarly be long and slow and smooth. And come back to neutral spine. Send the right leg back. Lift the left arm forward. And bring the right foot down onto the ground, all the way in the back where it is. And then bring the left arm down onto the ground. And then drop toward your chest. With a nice deep stretch in your shoulder. Press into the right hand to lift up. And bring your left hand under your left shoulder. And cross the right foot over behind you to the left. Yep. And then lift the right arm up. And that right foot can come onto the ground. You can drop your head back, really open through the chest. Feel all the places that the body can open as you breathe into this. And then bring the right hand down. The heel of your right foot will lift off, but the rest of your foot will stay where it is. And then we'll twist, taking the left arm up. Maybe gazing up at your left hand, pressing down into your feet for stability. Nice deep twist. Keep letting those ribs move. And release down. Bring that right knee back to the ground. Send your gaze to the floor. Bring your left leg back and your right arm forward. Lifting the belly to support the spine. And then just place that left foot on the ground, still back behind you. And then bring the right hand down in front of you, letting your left elbow bend deeply, sinking as low as you can. Nice. Press into your left hand to lift and to bring your right hand back. And then cross that left leg behind you. And then you're going to roll open. That left heel might find the floor. Lift the arm and you can drop it back. You can drop your head back. And then the heel comes up, the hand comes down, and we twist. The more that left foot is over to the right side, the more of a twist you might feel. And come down. Bring the left knee back down. And then lower the hips so that you're in a modified plank. Bend the elbows and lower. And we'll hover here for a few breaths. Just getting some strength in. And then come all the way down onto your belly. Let your heels fall out. You can stack your forehead on your hands for a breath or two, just to give your body a chance to sink into the ground. And then send the right arm forward. Bend the left leg and reach your hand back for the foot. And really press down through your hips. Feel that grounding in the pelvis. And then kick the foot up and back, lifting up through the chest and the head. And you can stay like this, or if you want, you can lift the right leg and reach back through the toes. If you're lifting the right leg, you're lifting the whole leg, not just at the knee. That doesn't really do anything to just lift the foot off the ground. You want to lift all the way from the pubic bone. And then you can also lift the right arm. And if you happen to be able to take your ankle rather than your foot, your left ankle, you can flex that foot and really get a little more power in kicking back. And release down, come back to resting on your hands. See what happens with your breath when you come out of the stretch. And then we'll send the left arm forward. Bend the right knee, reach the hand back for the right foot, or the ankle if you can grab that. And press down, really lower your tailbone. And then as you kick the foot up and back, you can lift the chest. You might even press into the left hand a little to get your ribs to lift higher. And then optional leg up, optional arm up. Feel the breath. It's really easy to make a shallow breath here because it's not easy to breathe deeply in this position. So challenge yourself. And come down, resting the forehead on the hands again. Let your heels fall out to the side unless in your body it feels better. So let them fall in. Then bend both knees. Reach both hands back for the feet or the ankles. And I forgot to say that if you can't reach your feet, but you have pants on and you can reach your pant leg, that's fine. And if you can't do that, then it's good to practice with a strap or a towel handy. And then you just wrap that around your feet and hold on to the strap. So we'll press down with the tailbone. As soon as you do that, you can kind of feel how that brings your chest up and your shoulder blades in. We want that. And then kick back and up with both feet and look up with the eyes. See if you can feel the breath spreading your collarbones wider. And again, if you're able to kick, to hold onto your ankle and flex your feet, that might help you get a little more kick. And release down, resting, head on hands, heels out or in. Bring your hands under your shoulders, press your hips back to your heels. We'll leave the arms overhead, making a nice active stretch, folding over, forehead toward the floor. And really press forward with your hands, sending your hips back. Walk the hands over to the left. And reach your left arm back and wrap it around your left foot. And then pull the hand toward your buttocks. So you're holding on to your foot. It's almost like you're pushing your foot toward your knee. Nice slow breaths fill up into those right ribs. Pulling the hand forward, sending the right hip back. And release the left hand, bring it out in front, walk it over to the other side. Right hand wraps around the right foot and then pulls in, sending the left hip back, reach out through the left arm. Breathe open into the left side. Come center, arms overhead. Lift the seat off the heels. Hands are shoulder width apart, fingers spread wide. Toes curl under. Breath in. Exhale, lift the knees. Keep the knees bent and press your chest toward your knees. Drop your head as low as you can. And imagine you're really trying to fold your torso over your thighs. And then press the left heel down. Press forward into the hands and really send your left hip back. And press the inner left ankle toward the outer left ankle. Notice how that changes the stretch. For me, it makes it deeper in the calf. Maybe it's not any different for you, but just experiment with it. Lower the hips and just bring that right knee to the right elbow. And then push back, lift the leg, look forward. Step the foot up between the hands. Keep the back heel off the ground. Lift yourself up. Clasp your hands behind your back. And sink the hips as low as you can without bending your back leg. Press back through the back heel and press forward through your tailbone and lift your hands as high behind you as you can. Good. Bring the left hand down and we'll twist again, right arm up. Right ribs lift, left ribs toward the right knee. And hand down. And step the right foot back. Bend the left knee and straighten the right leg, pressing the right heel down as you push your hands forward. Drop the head. And then move the inner right ankle toward the outer right ankle. Good. Lower the hips, bring the left knee to the left elbow. And push forward, send the leg up. And look forward and send the foot up between the hands. Forgot to tell you to check in which thumb was on the outside, but just do whichever one feels less natural as you clasp your hands again behind your back. Sink your hips lower, press your right heel back more, and lift your arms. Release your hands, bring your right hand down and your left arm up, rolling the ribs up to the left. And left hand down, step the left leg back, come into downward dog, both legs straight, roll both elbows down, push into your hands, bring your ribs toward your thighs, drop your head, press your thighs back. Nice long breath. And walk your feet up. Tuck your chin, roll yourself all the way up, standing. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward, straight legs. Inhale, look up. Exhale, over. One more time. Look up. And so you can place your hands under your feet if you have that capacity, or you can place your hands behind your legs, or you can just be passive and just have the arms hanging. If your hands are under your feet, when you exhale, you're going to pull your hands as though you're trying to pull them out. And if your hands are behind the backs of your legs, press hands into legs and legs into hands as you inhale. And then let go of the resistance as you exhale. And then bend the knees, lower all the way down onto the buttocks. And bring the arms out in front, onto the chest or up above, and lower slowly onto your back. And then lift the feet, bring the hands around the insides and the bottoms of your feet. And then lift your feet, bringing your knees toward the ground and your ankles over your knees. can use your hands to aim your toes toward the wall behind you, your shoulders drop toward the floor. And release and hug the knees to the chest. And bring the feet down. Lift the hips, tuck the tailbone, release the legs and shake them out. The arms rest by your side. If you're using an eye pillow, now's a good time. Good. Now we're going to take a deep breath in and squeeze the toes and the legs and the buttocks really tight, 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 tighter, tighter. Exhale, release. And breath in, squeeze the hands, the fists, the arms, squeeze tight, 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 tight. And relax. And inhale and squeeze the belly, squeeze the face, tighten everything. And let it go. And then whole body, deep breath, toes, thighs, hands, arms, buttocks. You can even lift your head off the ground if you want, squeezing, crunching in the belly, tighter, tighter, squeeze it all, holding the breath. And let it go. Then we'll just take one deep, long, slow breath in. Let it out of the mouth. Turn your attention to your breath. Letting go of the breath. Watch the flow, however it may be. No need to try to breathe. Just the amount of effort to stay connected to the feel of the breath, directing the mind. Deeply relaxed. Letting heart, both the fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead, take a deep breath, stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest, rock side to side, feeling the ground massaging your back. Come center, bring the feet together, the hands together, rub foot to foot and hand to hand. Hold on to your side, rest your head on your underside arm, rest your body on the ground, noticing what's here. Noticing who you are. Really, in yoga, we're just practicing to help us shed some of the layers that keep us from true self, which is peaceful and open. When you're ready, slowly lift yourself up, let your head come up flat, come to any comfortable seated position, resting down squarely through your sit bones, lifting tall through the crown of your head. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, the hands together at the heart. Inhale, the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Chin to the chest. Namaste.